Can you find me, Jose Monkey?
You asked me to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm Jose Monkey, and I find people who ask to be found. This was a tricky one, guys. We had some apparent clues that almost led me astray, but luckily I wasn't fooled. Not for long, anyway. So what can we see? Guys, this video is 16 seconds long, but I think saying that overstates how much usable video there is here. Here, check it out.
Can you find me, Jose Monkey?
And that's all we get. The person begins the video by holding their camera up to their rearview mirror to ask to be found. So that was a new one. They lower the camera and begin to exit the vehicle. As they do, we get just the briefest glimpse of the surroundings. Frankly, there are only a couple of frames that are helpful here. Right around the 7-second mark, we get this frame. This shows us that there is a Burger King here. I also made note of the beige sort of cantilevered roof here, also the bushes and this large red wall. We can also see that there's another company logo here, but it's not one that I recognized. I'll come back to that. After that, we get about 6 or 7 seconds of completely useless video as this person exits the car. But then right at the end, they raise the camera and we get another second or two of usable video. When they do that, we can see this Mercedes that's parked here. The Mercedes has a license plate that is from the Netherlands. It also has a license plate frame which mentions Willemstad, which is a city in the Netherlands. Other than that, we can see a little bit more of the parking lot here and some of the building. We can also see these flags here and some trees. Okay, so I thought maybe that the license plate and the license plate frame suggested that I should look near Willemstad in the Netherlands. So I tried looking at some Burger King locations in that area, but none of them really looked right. I really needed to figure out what that other logo was. And guys, I cannot overstate how much harder it is to do this when you don't recognize the logos. I tried describing this logo to Google, but I didn't get very useful results with that approach. I tried taking a screenshot of that logo from the video and doing a reverse image search on that, but that didn't really help either. It was just too blurry. So I thought maybe I should use an approach that I've used before, which is to try to recreate the logo more clearly. So I showed it to Chad and I gave him some colored pencils and had him get to work. And he sketched out a rendition of what he thinks this logo looks like. Chad gave me this crude drawing of what he thought the logo looked like. Hey! So I plugged that into Google to see if I could get any results that matched. And to my surprise, I found one that did match. Ha! Crude drawing. What now? Nice job, Chad. By the way, what happened to your sweatshirt? It's warm outside, bro. Sun's out, guns out, know what I'm saying? I do indeed. Anyway, Chad's drawing matched a logo for a company called Surveys, or perhaps I should more correctly pronounce it as Surveys, since it is a German company. I wasn't really sure what kind of company it was at first, and some Googling turned up a list of hotels that were branded as Surveys. I didn't think this place looked like a hotel, but it was a short list, so I figured I would just check out some of those locations. But I will save you some time and tell you that none of those are correct. I did a little bit more digging, and I discovered that Surveys also operates a series of rest stops all over Germany. Okay, that made much more sense. From their website, I learned that they have something like 225 locations. I was a bit daunted by that large number, but I figured I would try to just do some queries against the OpenStreetMap database to see if I could find Surveys rest stops that were near Burger King locations. And to my surprise, I got a very short list. And you were at the first one I checked. You were here at this Surveys rest stop in Ilsfeld, Germany. The street view from the highway was pretty much useless. There were just way too many trucks in the way. But I was able to find some photos on Google Maps that helped me to confirm the location. This photo showed a building with a similar beige overhanging structure, and also the bushes and the red wall looked like what we saw in the video. But I wanted to be 100% sure, so I kept digging and I found this photo. That shows us an angle that's much closer to what we see in the video. And in that photo, we can see the rest of the building and the trees and the flags, and everything looks just like it does in the video. So I'm pretty sure that's the right spot. From the clues in the video, I was able to determine that the Mercedes with the Netherlands license plate was parked here. That means that this is the vacant space that you walk through, and you were parked in this spot. By the way, guys, I got a little bit lucky on this search, and I'll tell you why. I didn't really look that closely at the Surveys website when I first brought it up. But I realized after I found this place that they actually have a rest stop locator that allows you to filter by amenities. And it was possible to search for just the ones that had Burger Kings at them. But guys, when I did that, I realized that there were way more locations that had Burger Kings than what I found in the OpenStreetMap database. So as it turns out, it seems like the OpenStreetMap has some gaps in either their coverage of Surveys rest stops or Burger King locations in Germany, or maybe both. But for once, those gaps actually helped me to find this place. Usually I discover these gaps because the place I'm looking for just isn't there. So that was a nice change. Okay, it's time to check which previous location was closest to this one. And this time it was in Season 1, Episode 252 in Bielefeld, Germany. Yes, Bielefeld is a place that exists. And it's actually pretty far from here. It's about 334 kilometers or 208 miles away. Guys, don't forget that I will be at NocoCon on June 8th and 9th. You can get more information and find out how to get tickets on my site. By the way, don't forget that if you're watching me here, you should maybe consider watching me over here as well, because we don't know how much longer this silly app is going to keep working for us here in the United States. If anybody else wants me to find them, record a video where you say, "Find me, Jose Monkey," or something like that on camera, or hold up a sign that says something similar. And don't forget to tag me in a comment on that video.